main difference between a few and few lies in the context and the tone of the sentence. A few is a glass half full term, while few is more of a glass half empty term. So remember, a few is positive and few is more negative. It's all about the context. Understanding these subtle differences can add depth and nuance to your communication, so keep practicing. Now let's understand a little and little. These two phrases may look almost identical, but their usage and meanings can change the tone of a sentence quite significantly. Let's begin with a little. This phrase is generally used in a positive context to express a small but sufficient amount of something. For example, if I say, "I have a little money," it implies that I have some money, albeit not a large amount. It's not a lot, but it's enough for what I need. It's a small amount, but it's not necessarily a problem. Now let's move on to little. This term is often used to express a smaller than desired amount. It carries a somewhat negative connotation. So if I say, "I have little money," it suggests that I don't have enough money. I may have some, but it's not sufficient for what I need or want. It's a subtle difference, but it does change the tone and meaning of the sentence. You see, it's the little things that make a big difference in language, especially in English. The presence or absence of that one little word "a" can drastically change the tone and context of a sentence. So, a little is generally positive, and little carries a negative connotation. The key is to understand the context. Time to recap what we've learned. We've navigated the murky waters of a few, a little, and little. Remember, a few and a little are your friendly phrases. They denote a small but significant or sufficient amount. For instance, "I have a few friends coming over," or "I need a little sugar for this recipe." On the flip side, few and little are a tad more negative, expressing a smaller than desired or expected quantity. For example, few people understand quantum physics, or little thought was given to the consequences. Imagine them as the party poopers of the English language. But don't worry, they're just as important in expressing the nuances of our thoughts and feelings. With these examples, we hope the concept is crystal clear. With this, you've mastered the tricky terms. Now, go out there and express quantities like a pro.